the room numbers. 14050.
All right. How's it going, everyone?
Hey, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is Liz Willis and
Will Nardi.
From Right Side Broadcast Network. We are so excited to be here to talk to you guys. We just wanted to know if there were any questions. We just came from an awesome event.
That was insane. I'm still decompressing from that. That was the highlight of CPAC, and it trumped everything. It seriously did.
It was
I'm not
awesome.
even gonna tell you. It was insane.
It was a really cool environment.
Wow.
And we'll go more into detail, obviously, but if you missed what we're talking about at all, if you have no idea what we're talking about, look up. I just retitled it. I think I called it "Ain't No Party Like a Patriot Party." And someone will probably change that to something
out of this world.
But
it's Mike Cernovich. What a dude.
I mean, it was so amazing to see the beginning of a grassroots movement of people just encouraging people to get involved at the smallest level of government. They're not saying be the president, but they're saying get involved wherever you can. Run for sheriff, run for the PTA board. If you want a change in this future, start small, dream big.
Let's describe a little bit of the scene.
Yeah, let Will.
This was, so we had heard that Mike Cernovich, who works obviously for our network, was hosting a party. So we just sent him an email and we said, hey, you want to get us some press passes in there, and we would just love to see it. So we was just like, we had no idea what to expect. We get there, the room is packed with some of the most influential people in the world. And what I mean by that is, like, anyone who was a Trump supporter, anyone who was there and was a big player in Deplorable, in the people who really created that.
Yeah, everyone from Deplorable was there. It was hosted by the same.
It was hosted by the same people.
Same event, yeah.
But whereas Deplorable had 5,000 people, they condensed it down to the top 250 people, and that is who was at what was called the Bull Moose Party. Out of this world. And I mean, it's just a whole bunch of people sitting around talking about politics, but the part that changed it from that.
They were standing.
Or standing,
yelling.
Yeah.
It was very passionate. It was like the most. You take the 5,000 people from Deplorable, you condense that to 250, and how do you do that? You do that by their level of passion. And I think they shook it. They shook their little pot, and whatever they had left
was
that handful
the craziest, most passionate people.
That was lit. That party was woke, fam. They woke up for that. CPAC woke up for that event.
So he basically started the event saying CPAC was boring, and he basically the energy at CPAC wasn't what it was when Trump was not speaking. When Trump was speaking, it was there and it was incredible. But every other time, nothing can compare to that. So it was in a lull. And he said, CPAC has failed us. The establishment has failed us. Extremely true. And everyone who was in that room was there because they supported Donald Trump. They supported this message and this mission. And Cernovich gets up there and he goes off about everything that was wrong with the system, where this is supposed to be the most incredible political event ever. And you have all this dull lull because people are not fully on board the Trump train. And he gets up there and talks about a new grass movement that needs to occur and how they're going to be having new regional groups all across the country. And when I say that this is going to happen, I'm saying honestly that some of the most influential people that I know in politics and commentators everywhere, and they were all there chanting and cheering. Maybe it was because they were drunk, I don't know, but it was just chanting and cheering. The libations.
Feeling good. Yeah.
But they were there, and it was crazy, and they gave speech after speech, and the drama, some liberals came in.
Yeah, there was a liberal, and at first we forgot a huge topic. I couldn't catch his name, but someone decided to announce that they were running for Senate against Elizabeth Warren.
Ooh, and that was incredible because I live in Massachusetts, and I really detest Elizabeth Warren. I love her as a Christian, and I pray for her. But her policy and the work that she's done is just the Antichrist. So, I mean, I'm not even kidding. Like, it really is. That's the only word that I can think to describe it. And the fact that we have Mike Cernovich and everyone in that room, I can't even begin to describe it.
I want to say if I could have been at the Tea Party, I think that's like, that's what it was. It was like being in a secret room full of patriots. I mean, there's just who are planning a huge movement for the betterment of this nation. And if you need to feel hype or in some type of way, if you're not feeling nationalistic today,
Yeah,
Go
and
talk to Cernovich.
that just blew my mind because look, we were having this great time, and then a liberal comes up there, and then everyone's already on fire, and then it's just like this. She doused gasoline all
I
over
thought
them.
it was planned. I thought like maybe they.
I don't think it
She had
was.
so much so many guts, so much guts. I would use another word, but I don't know how else to describe it. She was brave. There we go. She was brave to get up there, and I thought maybe it was planned. She said like, it was an Indian man who was running for Senate, and she was like, I don't know why you hate mainstream media. That's what makes this country a democracy, and you of all people should You of all people
should have benefited from the immigration system.
Should have benefited from the immigration system, and the whole room just like called her out, saying she was racist, and they took the mic away.
You're saying not all brown people are Indian, all this kind of stuff. But the point there, I just wanted to add this too. I saw there were several other liberal reporters that were there that just had gotten press passes. I met some guy from a Russian news outlet of all places. But I mean, the point was that she was calling him out on this kind of stuff. I really don't think it was a plant because that looked very impromptu.
Yeah, no, at first I thought it was, but as it played out, that was too heated to be fake. I mean,
no, yeah,
unless she's a really good actor. If that was fake, she needs to be in Hollywood.
But what I'll even add to that is that she was going at it, and it was so funny because that guy was Indian, and then Elizabeth Warren pretends that she's Native American so that she could get free college and all that kind of stuff. So they said, yeah, we're going to put a real Indian in office now. But that was fantastic. And honestly, this guy's going to be a major contender. If he has the support of such influential people across, radio and television and commentating like Mike Cernovich and everyone else who was there, if he has the support of those people, this guy has a very real potential to do what Trump did for America against Elizabeth Warren. And this guy is Indian. They can't go out and call this guy a racist or prejudiced or anything.
They can, say he's racist for supporting the immigration laws. No?
Exactly. And this is the next thing. I mean, Elizabeth Warren, I was just reading some statistics. Only 45% of people in Massachusetts think that she should be reelected because they only approve of her job at that point. And,
that doesn't mean seriously. She's not going to get reelected. Only 20% thought Trump was...
But I'm telling you, if these people come out there and show the same kind of energy that the liberals have been using against us, but for our cause that was in that room, it's going down. Seriously, it's going to happen. And I'll call it right now that this will be the year.
It was electric.
Elizabeth Warren is down. That was the most electric event that we have been to all of CPAC.
I was very entertained.
By far.
Yeah.
And it was in that room.
Yeah, it was. It was awesome. I was blown away by it, and Cernovich was so nice to us. I'd never met him before, but he's an RSBN family member. He got us in, and me and Will we had just gotten there, so we were kind of hiding in the corner. I didn't know too many people, and he was like, come on over. He invited us over to all his friends, and got us speaking to people, and it was just really nice for him to reach out to us. So shout out to the RSBN family.
Seriously, so I actually got up there at one point. I gave a speech.
This was awesome.
So they were letting some people use the microphone, and they were talking about how you should run for a small office, you should do this, that the people who are really passionate need to get out there. So I got up there and I said, hi, my name is Will Nardi from RSBN. Obviously, everyone hears RSBN, they go crazy and they start cheering. And then all of a sudden, I was talking about my experiences dealing with the liberal academia and the death threats and all this kind of stuff. And I didn't take too long, but I had to show as a student who is actually at one of these events who's passionate because they've experienced that kind of indoctrination, they've experienced that kind of persecution, that we cannot ignore the colleges. And here they are talking about how there's no free speech. And I say, you want to see that there's no free speech? It's the fact that Milo gets kicked out of UC Berkeley, or Ben Shapiro gets kicked out of UCLA, or that Gavin McInnes gets pepper sprayed when he tries to go into NYU. I mean, that's what's going on these campuses, and there's complete suppression of free speech in the class. So I just went off about that for about half a minute, and I think the message really resonated.
Will spoke like a rock star. He gave a huge shout out to Right Side Broadcast Network, and the crowd went wild. If you want to check that out, once again, it's the same 20-minute clip called "Ain't No Party Like a Patriot Party." Unfortunately, I missed Cernovich's intro because I thought we weren't supposed to be live streaming, but whatever, we did it anyways.
Amen, Rocky Mike.
Brought it to the people. So we're going to take a few questions Also, shout out to the person on Twitter who tweeted me and said, I am a lesbian spy infiltrating
For
Right
the
Side
DNC.
Broadcast Network paid for by the DNC to take down Right Side. That's just creativity, so you don't...
You know, I have to give these people some credit that they have this kind of a fantastical mind.
Creative.
Very creative.
The
liberals are good at making fake realities.
Yeah. So, let's see. Professors should... Hi, Jason. Professors should be made to put their political affiliation... Dang it, I lost it because I was fixing a typo in my head. No one can stop the RSBN family. You are right, Bud. Bud, how's it going? Thank you. You're absolutely right. It's really good. We're networking here, and it's nice to be a part of RSBN because it's helped us get into so many events. Thank you, El Americano.
Yeah, and we actually ran into some supporters for RSBN there too, and we actually got the chance to sit down, and they're saying, hey, you know, we watch your program, we watch your streams. We must have sat down with them for a good just 20 minutes, and, you know, just giving our experiences of what it's like to be at a Trump rally and watch all of the media pretend like there's no crowd, and watch all of the media pretend like Donald Trump is alone while we are panning the crowds, while we're all around. And they saw it and they knew what was going on, and it was incredible because I can't believe people are so blind. And on the way back from this event, this Uber driver thinks that...
I think I just got banned from Uber, y'all.
Let me tell you, this girl went off. I've never seen her this angry before in a car, and the guy was driving, so I was trying to keep quiet, but she was going off, man.
That was definitely not the smartest decision I ever made, but when passion strikes, you have to feed it. I apologized to him in the middle of it because I said, I think he's taking us somewhere to dump our bodies. He took care of us, point A to point B. He got us here.
He was respectful.
He was respectful, but...
I mean, he was swearing a little bit.
We do not have the same political beliefs. I think I might have enlightened him, actually. I think he was surprised by a lot of what I had to say. He wanted to say that, you know, and if you ever watch this, God bless you, sir. I think you're a great person, great driver, and great debater. But he wanted to say that I was talking about when Hillary Clinton had lied, and when I thought she was sick during her campaign, and he wanted to argue that President Trump is a liar. And I said, when? He didn't answer me. He wanted to tell me...
My dude didn't have any answers to any of your questions.
Nope, nothing. He didn't answer me. He wanted to tell me he was racist to African Americans. I said, when? He wanted to tell me that he was racist. I said, Trump. And then when I said, when, he said, well, not him, but his campaign. His people, his affiliates. I said, who? No, nothing. I said, Jeff Sessions?
Yeah,
the attorney that defunded the KKK? No.
It
just went on for I think the entire 20 minutes. I really thought my body was getting dumped somewhere.
I was terrified. Whenever I get into an Uber, like, most of the people who run these Ubers don't speak English to begin with, so I just never put my political affiliations out there unless, like, I see that the guy has a Trump sign. And then Liz was like, don't kill us, but we support Trump. And it was...
That's how I started it off. I'm like, don't kill us, but, you know, you asked us what we're doing. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to be scared anymore. I'm not going to hide behind something.
Amen, baby. Amen.
My vote is out there.
Woo!
Yeah.
Now you just got me so pumped. You better not go to bed, honestly. Seriously. We need to go and get out there more, and we need to go spread the word and spread the gospel, and I am just...
This man, he's a party animal.
I'm just pumped right now.
We're a good team. We had a lot of fun together. Our taxi was fun. Will just kind of left me hanging. I really thought he'd get in there some because Will is like my fact checker. And
I couldn't touch it, man. Let me tell you, I've never seen it this passionate.
You don't want to get yourself killed.
I was also trying to be like the moderator in this situation. I mean, you know, usually I'm not the person who's, you know, takes a back seat, but let me tell you,
I've never seen you take a back
seat. That was pretty intense, fam. You did not need any backup.
Yeah, it's not easy to argue against racism to an African American who says he's experienced racism.
At that point, I did shape up a little and say I have Middle Eastern heritage, and I do support the Muslim ban.
That definitely helps the cause.
And he was like, what?
Yeah.
Are you racist?
Yeah.
You're ridiculous. So, I mean, he was at least respectful. I'll say that.
He was.
Aside from the swearing.
Absolutely. And, you know, the best part of the argument, and I'll tell you this, when his main argument was crowd sizes. That's when he said President Trump lied. And I said, don't you dare argue about crowd sizes.
That's literally our company.
That's what we do.
He
wanted to talk about, and I argued with the rally sizes.
Absurd.
He was like, well, well, I'm not talking about the rallies. Okay, what are you talking about? I'm talking about the inauguration. Oh, really? Because RSBN was there too.
Yeah, guess what? We've been at every single rally that it was out there, and you cannot even try to tell us after watching, what is it he said? MSNBC, that the crowd sizes were wrong.
I said that's your first mistake. I got in a little trouble there.
But he told that's true, though.
And I said, let's see, what else we talked about. We talked about, the crowd size. We'll talk about the crowd size at the inauguration because I never touched this, and I should have.
Yep.
The numbers were smaller, and I think there's two reasons. First of all, Secret Service was out there because there were threats on the president-elect's, at the time, his life. There were threats on his life. I could not get into the mall. I had media passes. I couldn't get into the mall. Secret Service has gates lined up. There were lines that I could not penetrate. They wrapped around 6 blocks. You can go check the video if you don't believe me. And secondly,
and then what's
the
more?
media made it sound like a mass murdering was gonna happen.
Well,
so heck no, I wanted. It almost did. No, I would absolutely not take my children there. I mean, everything worked out fine by the grace of God. For the most part, people were safe, minus that limousine that was casually torched on fire. But
yeah, that blew up like 20 feet from me.
So
that was insane.
I need to take a breather because apparently I'm not over that cab ride yet.
Yeah, no, as you can see, Liz is not wearing makeup and her cheeks are already red. So we have a lot of passion here, and let me tell you, this CPAC, had its ups and its downs, but let me tell you something, the result of which created that grassroots movement there, what started there, that was the energy of the Boston Tea Party, and I am really excited to see where they take it from there, because if those people really are behind what they're saying they are, this country is in for a major grassroots level, and I'm talking on the state, I'm talking in Congress, I'm talking we're getting out every establishment liberal that we have placated to and allowed to go and infest our system, and they are going down. That is going down. This is incredible. This is really cool.
Let's read some Okay, so we're going to read some comments now. Jeremy Spencer, you did a great job, guys. Never been able to catch so much CPAC before. Thank you. That was our goal. That is our sole purpose of this trip.
No one covers CPAC comprehensively. We had a full camera in the ballroom. We had cameras going all around the convention center with me and
I don't
Liz
think
and
Jonathan
Maggie.
is getting enough credit. Y'all see us on screen, but you do not see Jonathan
Seriously.
holding that camera every minute of this live stream. I mean, that has to be boring. I mean, there's certain panels that you may not care about, and after 72 hours straight of it. So Jonathan, if you ever watch this, God bless you. Thank you for what you're doing for RSB, and we really appreciate it. And these camera skills are on point. I've also enjoyed talking to you during the breaks.
And then we had, our Radio Rose spot and everything that we did. I mean, RSBN was a force at CPAC this year. Really, we came out there and people knew who we are. They respected us and they respected what we were doing. And you know what? That's what it's all about. It's all about this movement, and it's all about the support that you guys, hi Jacqueline, that everyone has given us.
We love Jacqueline. She's
seriously.
Great. Who was your favorite non-presidential speaker today? I know mine. I'll let you go first.
I'm going to be honest. I do not really like Katie Pavlich that much. I'm sorry. I know you like Katie Pavlich, but I just don't think that she's a good speaker. I don't think that she knows how to work a crowd. Okay, well, she didn't
speak much, but you're right.
She was a moderator, but I've seen her speak before, and, I get it.
I don't think she's a great speaker.
Okay. All right, we can agree on that.
I think she's a brilliant person, and
she's a smart woman.
I enjoy watching her talk. I'm not saying give a speech. I'm saying commentary on Fox.
Well, yeah.
I enjoy watching her there.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Well, when it's a prepared statement and she's there for 30 seconds, I mean, she's great. But, I mean, I don't want to be too hard on Katie Pavlich.
She did a panel today called Armed and Fabulous, and one of the speakers, and this is something I question all the time because I have a license to carry.
Do you?
I do.
Heck yeah.
I have a 9mm. But I don't keep it on me yet because I don't fully. I need to take more safety classes, and the argument gets me all the time. Well, when is that going to happen to me? When am I really going to need it? So she had. So I haven't taken the time to go through the safety courses and the training that I need to, but I will because of this panel. Because she had a woman on there who a year and a half ago was attacked. And while the man was trying to stab a knife to kill her, she reached her very last option. She said she had crawled and pushed and just reached for anything and punched and tried to get him off of her, but he won it. All of her nails had broken off because of how hard she had to fight to get her attacker off of him. Her very last and final thing was to grab her gun. So she was arm's width from her attacker. She took her gun and she shot him. And she said, this was one of the most amazing things she said. She said, I pray to God every day that I'm so thankful that he lived. She never wanted to kill him. He was trying to kill her. He was fighting so hard with every ounce of muscle and strength in his body to kill her, and she didn't want to kill him, but she had to. So guns are not about killing people. Guns are about saving people.
That's what the Second Amendment is completely
absolute self-defense. She didn't want to kill him, but she wanted to save herself. So that gun didn't kill him, but it saved her.
I love seeing this passion on you, Liz. This is fantastic. But you know what? You're right. You know, the stories are great. Her experiences are great. And, you know, that's why I respect Katie Pavlich. She wasn't my favorite speaker, but who I will tell you that I love, Donna! I love Donna. Donna's fantastic. Donna, and she said hi to you too.
I know. Hey, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
I love this chat room. People tell me, they're like, shouldn't you get off the chat? Aren't you supposed to be like watching the president? I'm like, I'm watching the president. I'm talking to y'all.
I mean, like Donna became like such a great asset to me when I was going through with the protests and I was trying to live stream the entire time, and Donna was looking over my shoulder making sure no one was gonna stab me. That was really fun.
Well, you actually know her, not just from the chat room?
No, she was just going actually on it with the live stream. So when I was live streaming, she was looking to see if no one was going on behind me.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. All right, do we have any other? Did you answer your favorite speaker?
Favorite speaker who's what was it?
Non-presidential,
non-presidential. Nigel Farage. You cannot barrage the Farage, and the fact that we went out and we're just casually walking along, and there's the editor-in-chief of Breitbart London, and then there is the Farage over there.
Donna prays for you.
I pray for you too, Donna. I pray for all of you. Seriously, I honestly appreciate that, and God bless everyone who is here, and God bless everyone who supports us. Jason.
Let me tell a quick story. So I was stressed today, as you can imagine. There's a lot to do, a lot of pressure to do well because we want to do the best for y'all. And I just get stressed out in general. I don't know if I like it or what, but I do. And Will could, as much as I try to hide it, Will was like, Liz, what's wrong? And I was like, I'm just stressed. And instead of saying, like, it's okay, shrugging it off, saying whatever, he opened his Bible. He went to 2 Corinthians, and he prayed over me, and he read the Bible to me. And it's always a beautiful reminder. So I gave him a big hug. I almost cried. I might cry now. But it's beautiful. Will's an awesome person, and he's done a lot of stuff like that. That's really meant a lot to me this week. So thank you, Will.
I love you too, fam.
Thank you.
So we're all in this together. Dude, this has just been a crazy
Thomas,
week.
You're great.
Dude, I love all you guys.
We do too. You guys are doing an awesome job. Don't sweat it, for real. Heads up, roll on. Thank you. This internet has been rough. That's been one of the number one things that Will and I have had a problem with.
It's been hard. We really need to try to invest in some better, streaming quality, or maybe some satellites or something like that, but... unfortunately, that costs money, and we're doing the best that we can for you guys. We really are. But I just pray that God will continue to deliver us, and we'll continue to do His work and show the truth and really show what's going on.
Aw, who is that? Ellis? I'm sorry, Ellis.
Ellis, we'll pray for you too.
There's got to be something in the zodiac going on, but we'll pray for you. I know we will, and everything always gets better, doesn't it? That's beautiful thing about life. All right, do we have any other questions? RSB in his love. He will deliver. He always does. Amen to that.
Amen.
Swift hatchet. Jacqueline, you're always so positive. You are wonderful. I love reading in the chat room, and you always LOL at me, which means you think I'm funny. So I appreciate that. We actually have someone visiting us. Would you like to say anything?
Sure,
All right, let me switch. I'm gonna give the seat to Mason for a couple minutes. I'm actually gonna let him sit down. If y'all need me, I'll be sitting next to you.
I'll give a quick introduction to Mason Clark over here. He is our internal operations manager over at a student-run publication that I've been doing since college called The Rouser. And Mason, tell us, how have your experiences been at CPAC? Tell us a little bit about
CPAC.
What's going on in the crowds and in the audience.
Okay, so CPAC's just a wonderful place. If you want to go meet other conservatives, this is like the Mecca. This is the only place really in the world now.
Conservative
you have
Mecca.
Nigel Farage coming here.
Right.
This is the place to be.
Just tell him you saw him and you took photos.
Yeah. So we were just
This was like our mom. She was taking photos of us in front of Farage. It was so funny.
Yeah, we were. I was just walking down the street outside of where the convention center is, and it's like, oh, hey, it's Nigel Farage. So the guy that did Brexit.
I flipped out of my table.
Yeah, and so we see Will sitting there. We're like, hey, that's Nigel Farage. So he jumps over this concrete barrier, and we go and almost trips and hurts himself, and then we go and run down Farage and say hi, and he talked to us for a minute. He's a really good guy. Yeah, this was really great.
Yeah, so I mean that just having the ability just to walk into all these people who are like essentially running the country, or even in Faraj's case running London and in the world. So like it's really, this is the place where it comes together. And you know, me and Liz and Mason and all the people that you've come to know and love through the RSBN streams, like we're out there and we're showing you what's going on firsthand. And you know, we're doing our best to make America great again.
Yeah, and come meet us here next year. We want you to come meet us here next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on up, see us, come shake our hands. We'd love to talk to you. We'd love to interview you. We'd love to say hi and just talk about it. I mean, Mason, and you're only 17 still, right?
I am.
Mason's only 17, and this guy's going to, I know, he's going to King's College in
New York City.
New York City, which is a conservative college, and it's not one of the crazy liberal colleges,
Oh,
right?
not at all. They're, based college,
Just on the opposite end of the spectrum. Yes, Barbara, we did get a picture with Nigel. It's actually on the RSBN Twitter page. So if you want to go check that out, I had so much fun. I can't even tell you. This day has just been it's been so amazing.
I'm gonna pop in. Let me tell you about their dinner manners. I've never been left so quickly on a dinner date as I did when Will saw.
Hey, I
Raj.
came back.
I mean, this boy about did like a 360 over the brick wall. He was like dropping his backpack and everything. He did come back.
I respect the guy. Like, he is the Donald Trump of Britain, and he's casually walking alongside me and eating a burger.
I get that. And then he comes back, and Faraj is actually sitting at the table next to us. So instead of like finishing his meal like a normal person, Will is like, he should be facing me. He's literally standing like this for the next 5 minutes.
I'm sure he was uncomfortable.
Saying his name like over and over.
I was sure he was uncomfortable.
He like accidentally screamed his name at one point.
I was so awkward. Oh my god! Don't remind me of that. But no,
we're gonna work on the chill.
Well, we have to work. All right. There is no one who I don't get easily starstruck. The only person who I get starstruck to see would probably be if Jesus came down again. But I mean, I just have so much respect for Faraj, because if it wasn't for that guy, then you would literally, this wouldn't be a global movement to end the establishment. This would just be what's going on in America, and it would take time. But man, this guy, he stood up in Parliament, and as soon as I saw him start using the snowflake argument, I was just like, this is my dude. This is my dude right here.
Yeah, he is the dude.
It has just been really cool, and we are so blessed to be here. Donna, I love you so much. I love all the Christians in this chat, and I love everyone. Even if you're not a Christian too, I'm still gonna pray for you. But we hope you're gonna come to our side, and we hope you'll follow Christ. But I mean, you guys have all just been such an amazing blessing to us, and just supporting us and just getting us here. So thank you so much for everything that you've done for us. Really, RSBN would not be possible without everyone that's here. So we're just so happy to be a part of this and to do all these kinds of chats and videos. And just be a part of it. Thank you, Thomas. God bless you too. All right, so you think we're gonna close out for the night? All right, so we're gonna close out for the night, and if you guys want to send out a donation, if you like what you've seen, please check out that video with Mike Cernovich, because that is the greatest thing you will see about all CPAC is the video with Mike Cernovich. And I give a brief speech.
Ooh, yeah.
But that is on, I don't remember what Liz titled it, but
Ain't no party like a patriot party.
Ain't no party like a patriot party. And let me tell you, Cernovich knows how to throw down. My dude, Cernovich, is fantastic. Such a humble guy, too, really. I wasn't expecting that. But in any case, yes, CNN does suck Jason. In any case, if you guys want to check it out or make a donation, you can go to rsbn.tv/donate, or what's the other one, Next Gen RSBN?
Yeah, GoFundMe.
Yeah.
GoFundMe.
And I gotta say, RSBN, wow. So if you want to talk about, why Trump won, RSBN is wow. They followed him, and they do great work over there. If you want to make America great again, this is a fantastic way to do it. Give them your money. Yes.
Thank you, Mason. To put it bluntly,
yes.
we appreciate that, Mason. But you could just send that along if you want to, or whatever. We're gonna do this for as long as we can, and just pray that we'll be able to have that mission come true. So thank you again so much, and thank everyone who watched us today. And we're still gonna be going through with as much as we possibly can, and doing what we can for tomorrow. But until then, we're tuning out.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much,
See you
everyone,
guys.
for watching. Take care.